From my hometown, memories.
So, how and when did you get started?
I'll let you handle that one.
Well, we moved into the building in '08, and we actually started actively soliciting other businesses probably about '09 to 10. This concept here is one of an incubator, if you please, the collective, where we have small businesses that are in our space that could not afford the market rate for commercial space in the city. So that's when we actively started. We got our first tenant probably about 210, I believe, and we've had a full house, and now and it's turned over, and now we're back at full house again. So.
Cool. And why Detroit versus the suburbs?
I mean, we both lived in the neighborhood, so for me, that made a whole lot of sense. You know, living in the neighborhood, you want to have a community that's walkable, that has activities and attractions where you can bring your family and enjoy them. Other communities have that, so why can't we have that in Detroit? And I'm excited to be a part of this venture with Barbara and all of our other tenants and members here at the collective to make that vision real.
Right. We're Detroiters. Herman grew up in Detroit. I've been here for 45 years. And it was kind of a no-brainer. I was looking around. I had another business before this, and we were looking around for space. We were just up the street a bit, and this space was available. So we rented it, and I happened into Herman by happenstance to discuss what I was doing, and he was excited about it, so he came on in. He's
Cool.
also my neighbor.
Okay.
That always helps.
Yes, yes.
So, what have been some of the challenges of owning a business in Detroit?
Well, there are challenges, but life is full of challenges, and I don't know that owning a business in Detroit presents more challenges than it presents anywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
You've always got to find capital. You've always got to find tenants for your space. You've always got to keep the roof from leaking. You got to have the furnace on in the winter. You got to have a little bit of air in the summer. You got to have a clean premise. You need to anyway if you want to have customers come out and support you. So, those are all the kind of things that I would do if I were in business anywhere. So, doing business in Detroit, I don't think is any more challenging than anywhere else. We're not engaging in new construction, so we don't have to do permits. We're not cutting down trees and lines and those kind of things. So what we actually do is pretty easy to do as long as you are serious about conducting serious business.
It's a bottom line right there. Specific to Detroit, I don't think business is any different specific to Detroit than any other metropolis. So.
Okay, and final question: any advice to someone moving their business, whether it be older or newer existing, to Detroit?
Yeah, Detroit is hot right now.
Sure.
I mean, that's one of the things that makes it exciting to be a part of this venture. And so yeah, if you're interested in coming to Detroit, you want to start a business, where there's a will, there's a way.
Absolutely.
This is
Next
the
door.
city
The
of
building's
do-it-yourselfers.
vacant.
Right.
The building next door is vacant. Come join us. Come make the block what we envision it to be.
Yeah.
Because Herman has really a wonderful vision of what this neighborhood and block could be, with the participation of people who are interested in helping to sustain it and make it a walkable, viable, family-oriented kind of space. And again, space is available next door.
I totally agree with that. We actually adopted the park across the street, Owen Park, had gone vacant. It's offline with the city of Detroit. So we recruited volunteers from throughout the community to help us kind of reclaim that space for community use. Installed an art gallery called the Kimberly, which is all dedicated to Native American art and culture. And it was actually presented as part of the Detroit Design Festival last year. So, I mean, these are the types of things that are possible, as business owners, here in Detroit. I think that there is definitely an undercurrent, behind the scenes of community development and activism, with this Detroit 2.0, as they call it. So,
Sure.
I'm proud be a part of it with my feet on the ground, both feet on the ground.
Right. Boots on the ground, as they say.
Boots on the
And
ground.
as a result of that, people support what you do. People heard that we were out in the park doing what we were doing, and totally unsolicited sent us money to help pay for the posts that were put in the ground to mark the traffic pattern, to buy the concrete to help secure them, and have expressed interest in continuing to support us. I think the Detroit Grand Prix wants to be a part of what we're doing over here for their season when they begin in June. And
April 26th, we'll have the show car here, so that'll be exciting.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, that's really exciting.
Yeah.
But
I
again, you know, that's about a community event. You know,
Right.
being a place, you know, the collective being a place, you know, a hub for arts and culture, and a place where, you know, neighbors can come and gather and see each other. You know, that village concept, bringing it to life.
Absolutely. Hang out and have fun. The vision that we have for the park of being able to use the park for outdoor movies, for tobogganing and snow play in the wintertime for the kids in the neighborhood, to continue the fishing by the people who go down to the river, you know, but in a clean, safe environment that hasn't existed for a number of years here. You have to buy into that, you have to support it, you have to participate. So it's been good, and that's part of Herman's vision, and I'm just so happy to have him as my partner.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you as well. Thank you.
1, 2, 3.